guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I got another duel video for you guys. We got True Dracos versus Satellarknights. This was shot at our locals a couple weeks ago at one of our non-meta tournaments, so that's pretty interesting to see. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool matchup. Well, we got on the left, we got Larson playing the True Draco deck, and then we got Kellan on the right playing Satellars. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So Kellan starts us off with a Pot of Desires, banishing 10 to draw 2, so pretty standard play. I think, yeah, just good way to get draw cards, and looks like he's going through his banish. Doesn't look like he banished too much, I would say. I don't know much about Satellarknights, but I do know they are kind of a rank 4 centric deck that also has some elements of control into them as well, which is pretty cool. And they do have, I think, access to a board wipe card in their rank 4 pool as well, so we'll see if that comes out at all. And looking like now, Kellan's going to be summoning the Satellarknight Deneb to search, and he looks like he grabs the Satellarknight Altair. So, pretty standard play there. He does have some background in his hand as well. It looks like he has a Back to the Front, a Call of the Hunted, and I can't really make out the other card he had set there. So, looking like he's going to pass out turn from there, and we'll see what Larson can do. And, well... That's pretty much one of the best ways to start your turn against this kind of deck. Inspectable does come down, pretty much making like his Kellan's Satellarknights monster effects kind of null and void, pretty much. Inspector Border, pretty much Kellan can now only activate monster effects on the field up to the number, like if he has like extra monsters on the field as well. So if he has an Xyz monster, he can get 1 effect. If he has like 2 of like a fusion and an Xyz, he'll get 2 effects, kind of like that. But since he has none of those on the field, he gets 0 effects. So can't really activate monster effects in the field, but he can activate monster effects in hand. So that's why that Ghost Ogre is still alive. And back to the action now. It looks like Disciples is coming down off of Larson. See if he uses the Tribute Summon effect. Probably will. I think he has an Ignis in hand. It looks like he's going to activate the Disciples to Tribute Summon. And we'll see, and it does get met with the Ghost Ogre, so no Tribute Summon, but if Larson does have like a set True Draco Speller Trap, he should be able to use that as a tribute material, or tribute fodder, pretty much. And Disciple's secondary effect does kick in, since it was destroyed, targeting that Back to the Front, but Back to the Front will be chained to bring back that Ghost Ogre, and it looks like I was correct. He did have a set True Draco Speller Trap, and he's going to be distributing the Apocalypse for the Ignis, and then the Apocalypse is now going to target a monster in the field to destroy it. And it looks like he's targeting the Deneb here. We'll see if Kellan has a negate here. It does look like he has one of those negate, like, counter traps for Satellars to negate and destroy an effect, I guess. Again, I don't know much about Satellars, but I do know most are monsters. Looks like that is going to go through, and that Deneb's going to be back down into the graveyard. So, yeah, and then we're going into battle phase now, and Border is going to attack over that Ghost Ogre, and then Ignis is going to hit for 24, dealing the first damage of the game. And looks like in end phase, it's going to be a Call of the Hunted to targeting that Deneb on the graveyard. You can't activate its effect because of an Expected Border, sadly, so it's just going to have to be kind of there. And now it's going to be Kellan's turn. He's drawing for turn. He does have a lot of monsters in hand, and now Larson's going to respond with a There Can Be Only One to further lock down Kellan. Looks like Kellan's going to has a response. He does have one of the counter traps to negate and destroy that There Can Be Only One, but it has left him with an open field, sadly. And he has a Back to the Front and a bunch of Satellars in hand, and looks like he has set and pass. So yeah, like as I feared, this is a really bad matchup, I feel, for Kellan. The True Dracos, I feel like just because they have access to Border, just pretty much makes Satellarknights kind of just bad against this matchup, because once that Border comes down, or just any Floodgate, I think he's just kind of dead in the water, and just kind of like, trying to like, trying to just stay alive, Looking now, battle phase did go through, and go over that Ogre as well. Looks like they're trying to figure out if Call of the Hunted goes away. It looks like, but I believe it just stays there. Looks like he's going to set another Call of the Hunted and an Altair and pass again. Larson's probably just on cruiser control right now, though. He's going to attack over that Altair, and he's going to attack for 2,000 potentially, and nope, it's going to be Call the Haunted to bring back something to at least mitigate the damage. He's going to bring back another Satellarknight, but then it's going to be quickly destroyed by Inspector Border. So Kellan taking some damage here. See if he can find a way to out this board. I don't know if Satellars can get over this. We'll see. It looks like he draws into another Call of the Haunted. I think this should be just game at this point. And Larson, during draw phase, brings out the Monarch's Erupt to further pin down Kellan. So now he can't really activate any monster effects in general due to that Erupt. So I think this is just kind of scoop phase for Kellan, and yeah, I think he just goes to game 2 at this point. At least I would if I was in this situation. So we'll see what he does. He's going to set 2 and pass again. Like I said, Larson's just in cruise control. He has nothing really to worry about. He has pretty much the bare minimum he needs to just take this game over. And he's just going to activate a diagram, and that's just going to make further along his advantage on this game. And he's going to pop a border from hand to search, which is great. See what he grabs. He's going to grab a True Draco Apocalypse, probably just to just get end this game quicker, to just pop that monster, or just pop any monsters on Kellan's side of the field for further turns. So yeah, we'll see here, and he's going to attack with Ignis, and then probably attack 2,000 again, and Call the Haunted, a third Call the Haunted comes down again, targeting on that same Stellar that got destroyed, and he's going to... Oh, looks like Larson does have a chain. Yeah, he does have a chain. So he's going to activate a Disciples from deck off of Ignis in chain of Call the Haunted. All the True Dragons can do that. They can, chain to any card or effect that the opponent activates on the other side of the field once per turn, so that's really nice. Another reason why True Draco is probably one of the best stall decks, or not stall decks, I guess control decks in the game. Did that for very reason, because they can just gain advantage by their opponent even playing. And we're going to Kellan's turn now, and Kellan just drew a trap card and just passed, and I think this is kind of just game here. I really do think so, because he can just use Disciples to pop it. Yep, he's going to use Diagram, pop Disciples. Going to grab Heritage, and Disciples is going to target that back row to destroy it, so... Yeah, I think this is curtains for game 1 for Kellan, and yeah, it was kind of over at turn 1, to be honest. Let's be honest here. And once that Inspector Border came down, it's pretty much over. So he's gonna play Heritage, draw 1, which is nice, and then he's gonna use Pod the Wildy to grab the Dynamite Fighter. Pretty much he's gonna be the game ender there. Oh. That's pretty funny. Kellan just caught Larson. So Larson was trying to shuffle back the Pod Duality on accident. So that's a misplay. That's pretty funny though. It's a pretty funny misplay though. But yeah, Pod Duality does not shuffle itself back. It would be broken if that was the case. No, you shuffle back the 2 that you didn't take. So looking like he's gonna. I think this is game here though. Border attacking, and then Ignis is gonna attack too. For 27, and I think added attack by Heritage as well, and that should be game. That should be at this point, I would think. And I guess not. It looks like it's not game. So, Disciple. So now Dynamite Fire is going to go down by tripping off the Heritage during main phase 2, and then he's going to use Pod Desires to get more cards. Pretty much a card that doesn't really matter what you banish in True Draco. I mean, obviously, if you hit a ton of your True Draco stuff, that kind of hurts. But honestly, let's be real here. It doesn't really hurt the deck at all. And another misplay by Larson. Another weird misplay by him. He put the 2 cards he's going to draw up ahead of him, and he forgot they were even there. Okay. So Larson making some uncharacteristic mistakes here, but doesn't look like it's going to cost him at all. He's just going to pop the border. He's in a very good place. He doesn't need it anymore, and he's going to just grab the Heritage. And he's going to play it down. And looks like Kellan's going to draw, and he draws into a Solemn Strike, and he's going to quickly scoop it up. So, very dominating game by Larson here. Yeah, very, very good, start for Larson in game one, and just pretty much cementing the fact that True Draco is probably the best deck in this situation, or in this matchup. Satellars pretty much can't really get over a border, and once that border comes down at the wrong time, the deck just kind of crumbles. So yeah, let's fast forward to game two. Alright guys, we're back with game two, and looking like Kellan's probably going to go first again. He's going to start off with a Pot of Duality, so hopefully he can get a established board down so a Spectre border doesn't ruin his day like last game, and looks like he's going to grab a Solemn Strike off of that Pot of Duality, which is great for him. It's going to be able to at least have an answer to maybe one of Larson's effects, so that's going to be great. So yeah, we'll see what else he has in store for his turn. He does have a couple Stellars in his hand, I believe I saw some. He does have at least two, and he's going to normal summon a Satellarknight Uno Kalai? I'm sorry if I butchered that. That's pretty bad of me. I really apologize. I probably butchered that whole name. But anyway, it's going to be able to allow him to send a Satellarknight from from deck to graveyard. He's going to send the Deneb from the deck to the graveyard, so that's great. So he has access to that probably if he has a Reviver card in his hand. And he's gonna set 3, and he is gonna pass turn with that. So same kind of setup as last time, just different monster. So we'll see what Larson can do. If he just puts out a Spectre board, I just think at that point it's just game again. So, but we'll see what he has. And yeah, Larson's kind of taking his time here. Probably has a couple things he just wants to know how to play out. I do see a card Demise and a Stormforth, I think, in his hand, so... Oh boy, set all 4 and activate Demise. And looks like that's probably what he's doing. Gonna normal summon... Oh, there's a border again, and I think that's it. Is it? Oh god. If that sticks, I think that's his game again. And he's gonna... And it does stick, and it's gonna be a card Demise that comes right afterward. I don't see how Kellan can out this border. I mean, I think border is just the thing that kills this matchup. Like, really, I think that's it. Like, once that border comes out, I think it's over. Looks like Larson did draw Disciples off of that card Demise. He's gonna play it down. Let's see what else he got off of that. Hopefully, maybe a True Draco monster. He did get a True Draco monster. He's gonna use the Disciples secondary effect, or Tribute Summon effect, to get it out, and then he's gonna use Disciples to pop a spell drop in the field. He's going to target the middle one, and he does pop a Call the Haunted, which is pretty crucial because it gets rid of the fact that he could get back a Deneb. And it looks like on attack duration he does have a Storming Mirror Force, so that's gonna out the Inspector border. And Larson already normal summoned, so he can't bring it back out, and he's gonna have to discard them all off of the Demise. So really crucial turning point in the game. Can Kellan capitalize though? Looks like gonna normal summon another Satellar is gonna, it's the same, I'm not even gonna attempt with the name, I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher it. But anyway, it's the same one, and he's gonna activate Spect, but then it's gonna be met with that there can be only one. So Larson probably has the floodgates to back it up, so which is nice. So that might be the thing that keeps Kellan from pretty much capitalizing off that big opportunity there, to having Larson to discard 3 monsters, like a 2 Ignises and a Inspector border. And it looks like he's gonna attack directly with the Satellarknight, and he's gonna pass turn from there. And we'll see what Larson can do. Can he recover from that kind of like brutal way of losing 3 monsters? And he does have a set card Demise. He's going to draw 3, and you can kind of sense Kellan's frustration there. Just having just the ability of card Demise just give True Draco 3 more cards is just insane. So he is able to get a Dragonic Diagram off of that, and he's going to also get a Pod Duality off of that as well. See what he grabs here. There is a Majesty Maiden and a Desires and another Diagram. So Larson does have good options. And it looks like he's going to grab the Desires off of the Power Duality. Pretty interesting choice. Well, I guess it's not. I mean, we're just going to search the True Draco off of the diagram anyway. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. So I'm going to use diagram again to popping the Stormforth to get a quick search. And it's going to grab the True Draco Heritage, and yeah, pretty solid pickup there. It's going to probably make him able to draw a couple more cards as well. Let's see what else Larson has here. Oh, he's checking what he can do here. Did he misplay? He might have misplayed. I don't know if he misplayed. Did he already have a True Draco in hand? It doesn't look like he has a True Draco in hand. Did he, like, not want to search a True Draco monster? Or is he just hoping to draw into one? See, he's checking his graveyard now. And he's going to use Desires now. See what he gets off of this. He needs a True Draco, I believe. Like, pretty much badly, I would think. It looks like he didn't banish anything too relevant off the Desires here. And looks like he did draw into a True Draco monster. So he does have one. So it looks like now he's going to play down the Heritage and use his Tribute Summon effect to bring up Majesty Maiden. And then Heritage is going to pop a back row, and it looks like he popped the Solemn Strike, so that's a pretty big hit there. And then he's going to play down another Heritage to draw one. Setting one there, and he's going to end phase. Oh no, wait. Oh, wait. He's activating the second diagram. There you go. He's activating the second diagram. He's just putting the other diagram in hand. Anyway, but it looks like Kellan's just calling him out on it just to clarify what's going on. And the second diagram is going to pop the Heritage to then grab a Disciples. And looking like Heritage is going to pop that second back row as well. So Larson, and that's a second strike too. So Larson just cleared away 2 strikes. So that pretty much makes his Majesty Maiden pretty safe at this point. And now he's going to use Disciples here to shuffle back 3 True Draco cards. It looks like a Disciples, a Heritage, and a I believe that was an Ignis. And shuffle him back into the deck, and he's going to be able to draw a card. See what he draws off of that. Hopefully something good for him. And it's like he's going to set a card and attack over the Satellarknight, whose name will not be named because I just butchered it last time. And what did he draw into? It looks like he drew into another Storming. So Kellan, like, if that Storming sits, Kellan's pretty much stole another turn and maybe just like survives a bit longer than he really should against this deck. But that Storming, like earlier, was really devastating for Larson, having to discard 3 monsters. It's pretty insane. So now we're back to Larson's turn. We'll see what he does here. Don't think he can kill him this turn, but he can do some damage. But if he can't out the Storming, if he doesn't have any way to negate the Storming, those True Dracos will be quickly back into his hand. And it looks like we're going to use the diagram to pop their Convealing one. And we'll see what he searches here. Looks like he's going to grab another Disciples off of that Dragonic diagram. And it looks like he's just going to, yeah, he's going to out it by popping it. This is pretty much typical. It doesn't look yeah, now that I think about it, like, Larson wasn't really any danger anyway because he has Disciples and everything. And it looks like Disciples is going to pop that Storming Mirror Force. He's going to play down another one to recycle back more of his cards. Put back that second Ignis as well. And looks like Larson's just off and rolling after that one little misstep earlier in the duel with the Storming earlier. But yeah, at this point, Larson just has full control. And honestly, he probably just has full control. He just had the full control from the very start. I mean, opening border twice is pretty insane. And just the fact that True Draco just, like, plus, like, they're just the ways they can just, like, you know, clear boards and just, like, control, like, everything. Like, just pretty much, like, outs how, like, what Satellarknights can do, and, like, just makes whatever they can do not really mean anything. Now we're back to Kellan's turn. Looks like he draws it into a back to the front, and it looks like it's gonna. He sets it right on set. He's just gonna get completely destroyed by the Twin Twister, and that's where he's just gonna scoop it up. So Larson, really powerful. Actually not really powerful, dominating 2 wins there. And yeah, other than that though, True Draco takes it down, and yeah, that's pretty much where we're gonna leave it off for here. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this. What do you guys think of this duel video? Leave it in the comment section below, and hope you guys all enjoyed it, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we should see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.